Recording.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the James and Dame Show. I'm Josiah,
And I'm Will.
and today we're going over the Week 16 preview because this is getting into the very interesting part of the season because a lot of seeding implications and division implications are on the line here very soon, if not this week.
Very soon. We'll start it off here with the
Yes.
rankings.
Rankings.
For the pick'ems. Words are hard.
Yes, they are. I'll say it for you. I'm currently leading by 2 games against Amber, so I have pulled away with a little bit of a lead.
Hannah, you went 12-4 last week.
I went 12-4 last week.
That was a good week.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have a good week.
No,
I
you
went
did not.
9-8. I am averaging around like nine correct picks a
You're like
week.
the Pittsburgh Steelers, average.
Oh, no, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
So Will is 11 games behind me right now.
I'm going to make my comeback.
In 3 weeks, that would be impressive.
3 16-0s.
Oh my gosh.
I'm there.
You might. I don't know. Yeah, it's been an interesting pick'ems. I was hoping to pull away. I didn't think it'd be this late in the semester.
Season.
I'm still thinking of college. I won't be very soon. But let's go into Thursday night. We got the Rams and the Seahawks. A Ram and a Seahawk. Who'd win?
Ram and a Seahawk walk into a bar.
Yes, they would walk into a bar.
I think this is actually one of the last rivalries ones too.
Mm-hmm.
We get to see the Seahawks one,
Mm-hmm.
which is
It's cool.
some people really like this one. So I'm interested. I think the record on these leans towards generally not the team in rivalries uniforms, but that's also because we see half of them were the NFC East, and
Yeah.
so that doesn't help.
No, it does not.
But no, the Rams, God, these are two powerhouses, top of
NFC.
the NFC, honestly. Both at 11 wins. Seahawks are going to be at home, and they've really only faltered recently against the Rams, and
Yeah,
kind of
really.
looking for some revenge. While the Rams, we might see Devontae miss this week with his hamstring injury last week, but Rams have been a really scary team. This one is betting odds 50-50.
Yeah, it's even.
Yeah.
Not pick'ems, though. A lot of people seem to think the Rams are going to win this one.
Yeah. Matthew Stafford he's been really good this year. While you look at Sam Darnold, who's had a really good prove it year, I guess, again. JSN, Puka Nacua. It feels like a pretty even matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Difference being the Rams' offense has been really scary, while the Seahawks' defense has been really efficient in winning them games. Rams, you come off a win against the Lions in a shootout, while the Seahawks, you went on 6 field goals.
Mm-hmm.
Confidence-wise, I don't know really who you feel better about.
Oh, I do.
I mean, just like coming off of your performances last week, but I know that my bet is going to be the very, very scary Los Angeles Rams for this win because, I mean, Puka Nacua is terrifying.
Yes. I am also picking the Rams here not because I don't trust the Seahawks, but last week was a little concerning. That better be a 1-week thing. And the fact that you also lost to the Rams earlier this season by 2 points.
It was a close one.
It was a close one.
In a very ugly game for Sam Darnold, but
That's what I'm saying. Sam Darnold, you can't make those mistakes a second time because they will come back to bite you because you did that in Minnesota against the Lions.
Can Sam Darnold beat the Rams finally?
No, I don't know. But point being, this will be a great game to watch. I'm expected to watch this. I better be able to watch this.
Go Rams.
I am picking the Rams. So
Fair enough. And then
we have some Saturday games.
we do have some Saturday games.
Interesting.
As college football is starting to wind down. We get a little
Yeah.
bit more Saturday football. NFL football, at least.
Yes.
We get Eagles visiting the Commanders.
Eagles. Please don't hurt my head.
Commanders.
You better beat them.
Commanders have put Jaden Daniels out of commission for the year.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Marcus Mariota.
Yay.
And this team is just
It's bad.
Commanders. I mean, we've seen them put up a fight, and we've seen the Eagles not.
The
Put up
one
a
week
fight.
where they did against the Broncos, but that was when Jane Daniels was in the game. Or no, never mind.
That was just Mark. That was Marcus
That was just
Mariota.
Mariota. Never mind.
Yeah, and we've seen the Eagles just not just put up duds this year. So
It is a division game.
It is-
Anything can happen.
it is a division game, and if this was like Monday night, I think we could see something very different.
Yes.
But I am going to go with the Eagles to win this one and pull out the division. The only reason why I say if it was Monday is because you have a Cowboys loss prior to your game. You already have the division. You can start resting starters because
You're not going to.
yeah, or they just don't need to they don't need to put in.
I like competition. Don't rest your starters unless you absolutely need to.
Yeah, we could see some people sit, but we likely won't, and we'll see. Eagles
Unless
kind
they're like dropping like 45 on the Commanders. Then maybe they'll start resting.
maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, they did blow out the Raiders last week, so
This is true. So they might do it again.
possible. But
It is very possible. But yeah, I have the Eagles winning this one.
yeah,
The other Saturday game, which is very interesting. I like the Bears odds. It's unfortunate the circumstances have led it to this.
Packers have no Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Watson might play.
Might is an asterisk.
If he's not in, if you don't have Christian Watson, I think this heavily tilts it towards the Bears.
Yeah. I think the Bears do make the playoffs, but you lose this, you're bottom wild card. So it's just kind of how it is with the divisions and everything. I think the Bears will put up a fight. They are hungry, especially from their loss against the Packers at Lambeau Field. They've been wanting revenge, especially they're tired of the Green Bay owns the Bears kind of narrative because that's always been in the back of their mind for the last 10, 15 years. Yeah. So Bears have been wanting to be good again. So we might see that. I am picking the Bears. I know I picked them the first time. I'm still picking them again because it was just a matter of which game was going to be the loss because I do believe Packers and Bears will split. So,
yeah, I mean Bears they did a great job keeping foot and even keeping a hold of that lead of the division.
Yes, that lead.
Lost it for a week there, but they've done a good job, and I think they were step in step with them last time. You get to be home. You don't have to worry about Micah Parsons. And even if Christian Watson isn't his normal self, yes, you're playing the Packers in December, which isn't
not a good
great
thing.
odds, but I like the Bears right now, and the Packers I just think are not going to be as scary.
No,
Bears can I think take an advantage of that, especially on the ground game. Losing Michael Parsons is going to do so much.
Yeah, that's not going to be the same.
Going into Sunday, though.
The Bills playing the Browns.
Wait, you don't believe in Shadur?
No. Josh Allen will probably run all over them. I mean, Myles Garrett
He needs that
This
sack.
is this is the game to do it too, because Josh Allen likes to run a lot, so you could probably get a sack or two off of him. So he might break the sack record this game.
We saw what the Texans did to Josh Allen, so
It's very possible.
that's if you like. That's what you're rooting for, whether you're a Browns fan or not. Like in this game,
I want to
with the-
see Myles Garrett break
That's-
the sack record.
you're like, yes, he got 5 sacks. Yes. Anyways, they lost by 30, but
That still means a lot.
yeah,
So-
because he needs, I think, a sack and a half to break the
I think
record.
it's a full.
I think he's at 21 and a half.
Is it? Well, then the total sack I think is 22 and a half then.
22 and a half. He
Is
needs
the
1
highest.
to tie it, and he needs 1.5 to break.
Oh,
it,
1.5.
was-
Yeah,
whatever.
1.5 to break it.
I
1
can't
to tie
double
it.
check, but yeah, I think that's all he really needs.
Yeah, like
it's-
even if he just assists like 4 separate times or three or 4,
He'll
he'll
right
break
there.
it. He'll break it.
He just needs to get in on some sacks. And
Yeah.
he's
He
still
he
got-
probably will. The Bills' O-line is not that great, so
Other than that, no, I completely agree. Bills.
the Bills. So yeah, interesting. So the next game in the noon slate, we have the Chargers and Cowboys.
So if things go as we expect, the Cowboys will have been eliminated by this point.
So yeah, by this point, the Cowboys won't be really playing. If they are, they'll probably be playing for bragging rights. But even then, you might as well just rest your starters and not hurt them, especially Pickens. Especially if you want to keep him around.
I mean, that's a major thing though, because if they are planning to keep him, yeah, rest him. But
Getting the money, that's the other thing.
if you're not looking to keep him, this could be an opportunity to shop him then. Mm-hmm. So that's where it gets interesting, and especially if we see the Eagles lose, this could also be a kind
A
of
momentum
game.
swing. Yes.
I think the Cowboys could put up a fight depending on the circumstances of like how much hope do they have. Chargers,
They're delusional. They have it.
the Chargers, they're not the scariest team. They are beatable, but they are very well coached.
They are very well coached, and that's what makes them scary. So I think the Chargers will probably beat them. I think this will be a very close game, I'd say. I don't know about high scoring, but it will be a close game. I do expect the Chargers defense to, make some plays, especially against Dak Prescott. While Dak Prescott hasn't been the best this year, he has been playing pretty decently. He has had hiccups throughout the season. So, I mean, as much as some people hate the guy, I mean, he's not awful. He's a decent quarterback, and he will win you games. Unfortunately, not playoff games. Yeah. So, I have the Chargers winning this one.
on just a whim with the offense and the matchup we see, I'm actually gonna go with the Cowboys as an upset.
It's very possible.
You're playing at home, which I mean, it's not the most difficult place to play. I mean,
No.
I think the Cowboys are one of the few teams that don't really own that stadium.
No, they don't.
But yeah, the Cowboys, your offense is good. We haven't seen it as dominant past few weeks, but I think they've turned a leaf into a potential spoiler team. I
They
feel
very
like
well could be.
I feel like they've kind of taken that role, and so yeah, I mean, I would favor the Chargers absolutely, but I think the Cowboys. Yeah, I think the Chargers are, like, rightfully so, like the favorite. I think the Cowboys can pull some out though with, maybe nothing to lose or
Very easily.
seeing some other guys. And again, Chargers have holes, so I could see this being a bit of a prove-it game for the Cowboys.
I agree. Another noon game. We have the Chiefs and Titans. If Mahomes was here, easy dub.
Easy for the Chiefs. We're gonna see Gardner Minshew.
Minshew. I don't think he'll perform as bad as he did against the Chargers, though.
I mean, to be
Mostly
fair, he
because it
had
was
like
the Charger
three-
defense.
He had like 3 throws.
Yeah, he didn't have much time to adjust, really. So I still think the Chiefs will beat the Titans. I would be very surprised if the Titans did win this one. It is possible though.
Here's-
That's the crazy thing. So
Because the thing is, that offense was already struggling, and you had Patrick Mahomes back there. Like your receivers were struggling, the O-line struggling, run game struggling.
your O line is down
No.
to what, third and fourth strings right now.
Yeah, and now you take out Patrick Mahomes, throwing Gardner Minshew. I have a hard time seeing the Chiefs' offense do much of anything.
I think it's just the Chiefs'
They could-
defense that really just does anything.
That's the thing, though. Is like I don't know how the Titans' offense does anything either. I feel like I've done this way too many times, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with the Titans with an upset, just because you're going against the Chiefs
Yeah, I mean it's fair. I don't
without
blame you.
Patrick Mahomes. I like Gardner Minshew as a person, but
Yeah.
as a quarterback, I don't think, especially
yeah.
with the struggles the Chiefs have had, I think this is such a winnable game for them.
Mm-hmm.
Titans,
Yeah.
they have some pieces. Tony Pollard's starting to play pretty well.
This is true. Tony Pollard has been the one thing on offense that's been getting them going. So
I think this might be a defensive battle.
it very will be.
I could be proven wrong, and Gardner Minshew could have a career day, but
We
I
shall
don't
see.
think so. So I'm gonna go with the Titans on that. And oh boy, we got a
It get even worse.
bottom 5 matchup.
We got Tank Bowl, baby. We have the Jets visiting the Saints. The fact that the Saints have more wins than the Jets, especially with what you said preseason wise, I think it's hilarious. However, I do think the Saints will probably win this game. Honestly, I don't really care who wins this one because it doesn't really matter too much besides draft position. I think the Saints will probably just win this one because the Jets are the Jets. You got absolutely demolished by the Jacksonville. I'm sorry.
I mean-
That does not inspire a lot of hope for anything for this game.
Yeah, it's a rough one for sure. I mean a lot of it is you were playing Brady Cook, who's
Yes, you were
like-
playing Brady Cook.
it's just like most people don't even know who that is.
I didn't know who it was at first until I looked him up.
Yeah, the Jets did fire Steve Wilkes, their defensive
This is
coordinator.
true. They
so
did fire Steve.
maybe we see some change there. I've not seen anything as far as who the starter is going to be. If we're going to see Tyrod come back, if Fields is going to be healthy. I don't know who, as of right now, what's up in the air. But the Saints are 4-10. 3 of them come off division games, though. So, discounting division games,
They only had one win. That was against the Giants.
yeah. Meanwhile, the Jets are actually
Well,
better.
I can say this though. They did beat a New York team.
They
They
did
did.
beat a New York
they
team.
did. They did.
I am gonna go with the Jets, though.
That's fair.
You're
You're picking technically 3 upsets in a row.
This one doesn't even feel like an.
It's not even an upset. It's just
Saints
who's
have
worse.
4 wins, and it's again 3 against division. There's just not a lot there for you. Again, neither for the Jets, but I think the Jets have more than the Saints right now. So
Yep.
I'm gonna ride it with the Jets.
It's valid. Now we have the Vikings and Giants. I'm going to expect something similar to what happened last week with the Cowboys game. Vikings will probably just coast by for the most part.
Giants.
Yeah, Giants are just not good. And
They're-
they're resting.
They've lost so much of their excitement.
Yeah, they're just not the same team
and
anymore.
really should not be playing Jackson Dart right now.
No, I don't know why they still are.
But yeah,
They're getting him reps, which is good.
I guess, but you're also racking
you're
up
not-
his concussion count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take him out.
Vikings. I mean, we have back-to-back weeks of 9 and not absolutely ruining games. Which, when he manages to do that, they actually win and look pretty okay. They look pretty solid.
It's true.
Giants they just don't look good at all. Vikings, we know that they can look like a bottom 5 team.
Yeah.
From just depends week to week. I'm gonna go with the Vikings. They have shown a little more promise, and the Giants have lost all sense of promise especially since Dart returned. Not that I'm blaming Dart, but this team is just
I agree.
put it to rest.
I
And Giants might actually come away with the number 1 overall pick somehow.
It's crazy. we have tank division. We got the Buccaneers and the Panthers. For some people, I don't understand why. Both betting and pick'ems. Don't you know things by now? This is not the same Buccaneers team as in years past. They've barely won their divisions. This year, this is worse. This is really bad. You're playing the Panthers at Carolina. This will be my upset of the week because I like the Panthers more. I do not like Todd Bowles. I want him fired. I want him gone. I do not want to see him coach an NFL team for the rest of my life. Capiche? Yeah, Panthers.
Yeah, it's hard to say whose loss was uglier last week because
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers was like, how do you allow that? But at least it's the Falcons where like they've been underachieving all year.
Okay, but the Saints have been playing Panthers for some reason. I don't know why.
The Saints, they're just not a good team. Like I can't explain it, but on the other hand, it's like half their wins. So I don't know. Maybe it's some magic thing. Buccaneers have had a handle on this division. They've managed to pull away with this division year after year.
Mm-hmm.
This really is the time for them to do it, and maybe that's why people believe more in the Buccaneers this week. Panthers are so inconsistent. They're this team that goes from can play with the best teams and can
beat them.
Yeah, can beat the best teams. Can play like Bryce Young can look like
the generational quarterback that we've been hyped up to see.
Yeah, he looks like the guy that won the Heisman, and then there's other weeks where they're just absolutely abysmal. Luckily for them, they're catching the Buccaneers right now at a time where their defense doesn't look good.
Sucks. Yeah.
They don't look good.
Defense is awful.
Offense
right now.
is just not clicking as it was. I think right now, as long as we don't get this Panthers team that doesn't know how to use Rico Dowdle and isn't completely flopping with Bryce Young, can put up the numbers to beat this Buccaneers team. So I am going to go with the Panthers.
Valid. For the last noon slate game, I'm so glad we're getting these games out of the way. We have the Bengals and Dolphins.
I don't even.
One is resting their franchise Q to be the other one, to my extent, is not.
During this recording, Tua Tagovailoa was still planned to be the starter, or at least hadn't been announced as he'd been benched. But since this recording, that has been the news that has came out. So this game will actually feature Quinn Ewers as the starter for the Dolphins, unfortunately, because news just loves to break after we record. So, yeah, there was some confusion here, but yeah, Quinn Ewers will be the starter for the Dolphins.
Dolphins have been. This is interesting because Bengals offense is scary, but we just saw a dud from Joe Burrow in that offense. Meanwhile, you have the Dolphins, who only have some wins. Their defense is definitely better, but their offense, like they've not been playing good opponents.
No.
So it's tough to say really who is like
who's gonna be
better.
Better, yeah.
I am gonna.
For the hell of it, I'm going for the Bengals.
I'm also going to go with the Bengals just because I feel like they're going to pull out some wins when it doesn't matter now.
Yep.
Some late of the season football, unless we see some benching, which...
It's possible.
Yeah, some resting of some guys, which we might see, but especially if the Miami Dolphins decide to bench Tua, I think that'll definitely help the Bengals' chances of ruining their draft stock.
Yes.
Hey, but we got...
For the first afternoon slate game, this might be fun to watch. We'll see how it turns out. Jacksonville visiting Denver. I am picking the Broncos, but I'm expecting a decent game. I want Trevor Lawrence to prove to us that the last few weeks were not just good games against bad teams. He has gone back to what he's been hyped up to be. I want to see that. I'm hoping I can see that. However, you're probably playing one of the top 3 defenses in the league. It's going to be hard. So I am picking the Broncos because home field advantage, best defense in the league, arguably one of the best, if not the best team in the league in general. Pick your poison. I wouldn't mind an upset here. It would just be, it would be very much a Jaguars thing to do. But I still think the Broncos would beat them. Unless you think they will.
I think narratively, everything points towards the Broncos because the Broncos are just, they've looked like the better team. The Jaguars feel like a kind of a flimsier 10-4. The Broncos just look like, again, best record in the league, top 3 team at least. Such a scary team. They started showing off a little bit more of that offense. Their defense has, like you mentioned, always been at least top 3, if not the best. And Jacksonville, they're just kind of like, they're just winning.
They're winning games.
Just winning games, but not on the level the Broncos have been because they're
No.
going, 11 straight?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do think the Broncos lose a game, and I think this is likely the one they lose. Jacksonville, it's hard to really reason it. It's just kind of this feeling, I guess. I mean, you do have Trevor Lawrence, who's been, again, he's had a really good 3-game stretch. If he can stretch this into a 4th game, it's not going to be easy. Going on the road to Denver, which is already super tough to play in.
Yes.
Everything kind of points in the direction of Denver kind of hushing the crowd of Jacksonville and any noise they're making. And a Jacksonville win here would just completely
chaos.
it would cause so much chaos. But I don't know, something about this season and the way Trevor's playing, the way Liam Cohen's led that team. I like the upset.
Fair.
That's what I'll.
I don't blame you. I
I'll
do
go
not
with
blame
the
you.
Jaguars.
Fair. Going into the other afternoon games, we have the Falcons and Cardinals. Falcons.
Yeah, we saw a good week from Kirk Cousins and Kyle Pitts. You still have Bijan Robinson. There's a lot more optimism with the
There.
Falcons.
Cardinals are just,
Cardinals is like Brissett's playing well.
that's about it.
Like you throw the ball a bunch. You have no running backs. Your running back room is dead. Your defense just let up 40 against the Texans.
The Texans' offense, to be specific.
Like it's not looking great for the Cardinals. Back to potentially looking like another top 5, even top 3 pick again after 1 year away. So
Yay.
yeah, Falcons, they just have way more going for them, and as long as Kirk Cousins doesn't absolutely fall apart, and Kyle Pitts doesn't fall off the face of the earth. Even if he does, you still have Bijan Robinson. It's just everything. It should be an easy Falcons win as long as you don't allow Brissett to throw for 400 yards to Michael Wilson. It should be fine. Should be.
Yeah, well, this is the Falcons we're talking about, so I've seen worse. It probably will get worse. The other couple afternoon games, Pittsburgh visiting the Lions. Oh boy, the 9-8 season has looked better and better by the week. I'm picking the Lions here because, oh boy,
So I'm
I've been waiting for this.
I'm hopeful, and I don't like it. Lions coming off of, just a shootout with the Rams.
But they were playing against arguably the best team in the league.
They were, and the concern there is they just couldn't get the run game going. And this is a team that thrives on its run game against a team that does a pretty good job mitigating the run.
To an extent.
I mean, they've done a pretty good job. I mean, they did it against Jonathan Taylor and the Colts.
Yeah, it was the Colts, though. I don't know how I feel about them.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Yep.
Steelers have been playing pretty well though. Lions.
Yeah, they played well against the Dolphins. I'm sorry, it was the Dolphins. I don't trust the Steelers.
The way I think they win this game,
They have to somehow stop Jahmyr Gibbs like the Rams did, and you hope Metcalf gets 200 yards and somehow stop James Williams, Goff, St. Brown. Like, you got to do a lot to somehow win this game.
It's not a great matchup for the Steelers, I feel like, but
The Steelers.
If their defense can step up and they can potentially exploit the weaker secondary of the Lions, which has been kind of their Achilles heel.
Very much so.
I think the Steelers do actually have a chance in this one, but I am going to go with the Lions, who just need to find they just need one thing to work. They don't need everything to work.
They just need to.
They need one thing on offense to work and their defense to not crumble. You're not going against the Rams, so that helps. So
allow it to bend, but don't break.
I'm going to the Lions. Part of that's also just wishful thinking.
Bias over here.
Yeah. Raiders visiting the Texans.
Oh. Texans, you better do the same thing that you did at the Cardinals. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, I think Raiders might experience a bit of deja vu. You just played the Eagles, who are like the same sort of bad offense, really good defense, and you just got shut out 31-0.
Yeah, 31-0. They'll probably do the same.
This feels like it's going to be the same thing.
If not worse.
Texans, yeah, they blew out the Cardinals. Raiders got shut out by the Eagles. Like, Texans and Eagles are similar teams.
He's not
for
looking good.
Different reasons, but it almost feels like a copy-paste game. So, good luck, Raiders. Have fun. You might have the top pick, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
All right.
Sunday
night football. Ooh, I've been ready to talk about this one. There are two things that have been stereotypical of two different divisions, I would say. We have, over here in one corner, we have the AFC North. Steelers have been notorious about going 9-8. Ravens are also notorious about somehow taking a division when you don't think they will, but it's like every other year almost. Like last year, yes, it was the Ravens, but the year before that was the Steelers. So, I don't know. But the other thing is that you go over here in this corner. Patriots were due for a loss, and they got it against the Bills. In the past, the Patriots have lost the division to the Bills towards the end of the season. Another thing that has been supporting my argument here is that you're playing at Baltimore. Baltimore is fighting for their lives to even be in the playoffs. Patriots, they're kind of in the playoffs at this point. 11-3. Sure, you have their division at stake, but you just can't lose the Dolphins, right? Right? So there are a lot of things that I'm just like, I like the option of the Raiders, or not the Raiders, the Ravens winning this game. That finger looking good. I am going to choose the Ravens here for an upset. This will be my second and only upset of the week.
Well, something I found that was actually really interesting. Betting odds has them as a favorite.
They do.
Which I
don't know why.
I don't know why either. I figured
they see something that we don't.
Apparently. I will be going with the Ravens.
What?
On principle. No, I mean, I think there is a chance. I don't think the offense is going to be the thing that necessarily wins it for them.
It's that defense that wins you guys that game.
The defense does, and they did it last week.
Easily, yes.
It's just, I mean, Derrick Henry, but you're going against a defense that has been really good at limiting rushers. It's going to come down to Lamar. I think he has really to do. He doesn't have to have a great game, but he definitely needs to perform. Drake May has been playing really well this year. Ravens, they're fighting, like you mentioned, they're fighting for their lives.
They are. And I think
Patriots.
it will be one of those things where it swings their way.
It definitely could, especially if Lions manage to lose. This could put a lot of hope back with Baltimore. It's going to be a long shot, but I'm going to go with the Ravens to pull off. Well, like you mentioned, I do think it is an upset over the Patriots, who currently still have a chance to win the conference, but
We'll see.
I'm cautious.
Cautious.
Not even cautiously optimistic. I'm just cautious.
That's fair. As you
and-
should be.
And then Monday night, we get the 49ers playing the Colts.
That might actually end up being somewhat interesting.
It really could.
I might actually tune in for this game. I genuinely might, because for some reason this has the implications of not just division play, but like playoffs in general. Because the Colts lose here, they might, not make it to the playoffs. They genuinely might.
I mean,
you have the 49ers who are itching, and they are, as I'm itching myself right now, they are itching to jump up in their division. And what happens, Thursday night, they're going to probably leapfrog over them.
I mean, yeah, this is, like you mentioned with the Colts, it's a very interesting argument because the way we have it with, like, if the Bills win and the Texans win and the Colts loss, the Colts' only chance would potentially be getting in over the Chargers if they lose out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could pass I don't even think they would be able to pass the Texans realistically. So it's just they get real bleak if they lose here. But 49ers, they're also this team where it's like, how do you believe comfortably in the 49ers?
Do you believe?
You just kind of believe that they just win games because they win games, and that's about
They
it.
do. They win games.
They're really good when they have CMC, Kittle, and Purdy all together.
That's also another reason why I'm picking the 49ers. But I like the chances of an upset here.
I don't. I want to try and think of a universe where the Colts, I think Colts 49ers, I'm like, yeah, reasonably that is a
It's a
matchup that they
reasonable
can
one,
win.
yeah.
Phillip Rivers, he doesn't play horrible. He's more just in there as a manager, though. Jonathan Taylor is the real thing that he's not been the same. He's dropped off quite a bit the past few weeks, and I think that's the thing they would need for this to actually be a potential upset. But their offense hasn't been there. The passing game's going to take a step back without Daniel Jones. We saw it last week. Their defense played really well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the 49ers defense will also play really well, and I think their offense will do enough to put this game out of reach. And so I'm going to give this one to the 49ers, even though I just don't have a lot of faith in that team.
I don't have a lot of faith in either of those teams.
But
it makes it for an interesting game.
hopefully.
That's the hope.
But that will be the last of the Week 16 preview.
Oh.
Week 16. We got here quickly. Oh, boy.
Yeah, man, I don't like it. Yeah.
And lucky for us, in a couple weeks, we won't have to hear about the Chiefs anymore.
Well, knowing Chris Collinsworth, we'll probably hear it once in a while. But thank you for joining us for this preview. I will speak on behalf of both of us here when we say that we have appreciated all of the support that we've been getting lately. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you very soon.
Bye.